can't hurt.
Yeah. I'm definitely a big component of that as far as what you're doing now isn't working. So why not try something else? And if that also doesn't work, then the other way wasn't working anyways. But always being willing to pivot and try new things to see until you can get to your ideal of whatever that is, whether it's sleep or working out or health or relationships or whatever it is. What would you say is the number one lesson you've learned about life?
I think it really is that I know me best, and that I have a say in what my life looks like. And there are bigger lessons about life in general, that we can accomplish anything we set our mind to. But for me, finding that power in my voice was huge.
When did you figure that out?
I go to, we got married in Grand Lake, Colorado, and we went together every year for our anniversary. And so he passed at the end of December, and we just had our anniversary. It was August 16th. So it was less than 8 months after losing him. And I was not okay. Like, I was still not okay, and everyone knew this. But I, for the first time, wanted to go to Grand Lake. I was like, desperately, this is important to me. I'm doing this. And here comes the ones who love and know me best. Are you sure that's a good idea? It's a long drive, just you in the mountains, curving along, and you've been pulling over every 3 minutes driving because you can't drive without crying. And what if the wedding venue makes you fall apart? All this loving coming from a loving place. But I was like, thank you. I'd listen, and then I'd be like, still, I have to go. I felt like I had to go. And so I went anyway, against that. And that was one of the only times in my life, very few times, that I don't care what the world thinks, but these people, they mean well. So I went anyway. And this is where I met someone who said, I was reading my Jack Canfield book, sitting under a tree, crying with Sassy. And somebody came up to me and said, are you part of the Jack Canfield community? And I said, the what? And she had a puppy. And so her puppy and Sassy played. It was the first time Sassy was showing any interest in life again.
Wow.
And so I spent the whole week with her and the puppy. I came back from that trip and said, I'm getting another dog, and I am working with Jack Canfield.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy.
And so just that. And so then that was able to make me say, remember that time I was going to do this? And Dad said, like, what would my life have looked like if I listened to that all along?
Yes. That's powerful.
So, and we all go through that. We all have that one person or certain people that we really do care what they think.
Yeah.
And so I thought they knew better than me. I didn't trust myself. I wasn't safe to drive. They're probably right.
Yeah. That's insane. How long ago was that?
That was 4 years ago. So I just wrote my blog recently about going back. So we went the next year, but Dallas was still a baby, and I only went for 1 day. So then COVID, this was my first trip back for a full week in 4 years. And being able to look at, I came here and I could barely get up from this tree with Sassy. And then looking at my life now, I was able to see progress that I don't look for. And when you're healing and you're looking at other people doing other things, the steps don't seem as big. But I drove there without having to pull over and cry. You know, like the change in how that trip went made me recognize it doesn't matter what pace we go, we get there. And all those little steps are huge, and I'm going to celebrate them. And
so Dallas, you got him as a baby.
Yeah.
Wow. That must have been so cute.
And really, truly, the people who have watched, yeah. And Sassy, I mean, they are inseparable. I say they're each other's service dogs. Like, watching an animal heal an animal is beautiful.